WrestleMania 34 is only a few days away, and I don't know about you, but I'm excited, I'm ready, I'm pumped for what could be one of the best WrestleManias of all time. Because look at that card, go and look at it, get it up on your computer box there. That is one hell of a damn good show, potentially. And therefore, there's only one thing we can do when we're building up to the showcase of the Immortals, and that is we've got to predict things. We've got to use our brains, and we've got to use our hearts, and we've got to decide who's going to win, and who's going to lose, and what special angles are we going to see. So my name is Simon Miller, this is WhatCulture, and here are my WrestleMania 34 predictions. And we'll start with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and I ask you this. Do you care? Do I care? Does WWE care? Because it certainly doesn't seem like they do. Take last year's winner, Mojo Rawley, who's now back in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Pointless. It's so easy to see why this exists, but I guess it's a nice reason, so that's lovely. The whole reason we have this is so we can get as many bodies onto the WrestleMania card as possible so they can have a payday. And look, that's a nice thing for WWE to do. So I don't want to insult it too much, but it doesn't mean that I'm invested in this. And I bet it's just pre-show fodder that, again, has no consequences. If I had to guess though, which I do, because that's the point of the video, I'd probably give it to Baron Corbin. I'm surprised Baron Corbin is even here, given how WWE sees him. And of course, eventually they do want to give him this big mega push, so why not allow him to be the first ever person to win it twice, and then maybe you can use that to build him better going forward. I just can't see anybody else throwing him out, unless the reason someone does throw him out is because WWE's building to a different feud, and this can be the catalyst to that. But look, I gotta pick someone, I pick Baron Corbin. But otherwise, who else is there? Dolph Ziggler, Primo Cologne, Fandango? I would love Fandango to win it, but I don't think he's going to, and I can just imagine management thinking we can use this with Corbin. But don't get me wrong, I would like Woker Matt Hardy to win, because, you know, he's the best. I'm also now, from this point on, going to call it the Andrew the Giant Battle Royal, because of my autocorrect. And what a difference that makes to the whole match. Which brings us to the Women's Battle Royal, and just take everything I said about the men's one and copy and paste it here, because essentially it is exactly the same thing. However, at least here we do have somewhat of a story embedded into it, because Sasha Banks and Bayley are entering this, and we've seen what they've been doing on Raw in recent weeks, and you can use this to prolong that feud. So what I'd like to see is I'd like to see Bayley win, she can have her good guy moment, and then Sasha, who's now the heel, can get mad, run in, decimate her, stand over her, and from there we move into singles matches at Backlash or Raw or whatever you want to do. And that would be a nice hook as well, and not just, oh, you won some magical dodgy trophy, and of course on Raw at one point, Sasha Banks can take the trophy, smash it over Bayley, more reasons to have matches. That works and that would be good. So yeah, I'm going with Bayley. Gotta be a mistake. No going back. Which brings us to Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali for the 205 Live or the Cruiserweight Championship. My biggest worry here is that WWE just sticks it on the pre-show, and I think that would suck. These two are going to have a great match. The program of 205 Live now is really good, so if you put it on the main card, you might actually attract more people to watch it. And surely this is where Alexander finally wins, because don't forget, this has been building since all the Enzo stuff, and all the Enzo stuff feels like a different world at this point, but Cedric was meant to win it back there. He'd have to wait all these months, so now surely you just give it to him here, and he can be the new leader of the Cruiserweight division. That's all I got really. I think Cedric Alexander would be a good fit to hold this title, and I could go on, but I can't, because we have so many matches to get through. So many matches. One of which is, of course, Randy Orton, the Universal Champion, taking on Rusev, Jinder Mahal, and Bob Roode. And as you know, if you watch my ups and downs, I just don't care about this. I don't think the build's been that fun. I kind of think they're just there because they needed to be there. I just shrugged my shoulders for most of it. I only started getting into it when Rusev was added, but still, it feels like something is missing. And it should be good, because at least you've got 4 good wrestlers going after a title. I mean, that's a recipe for success, and in a way, it's quite hard to call. I mean, obviously, I want Rusev to win. My worry is Rusev's only been put here so he can take the pinfall. I mean, he wasn't even meant to be in it to begin with. He was going to be stuck in the Andrew the Giant Battle Royal, so I can't believe now management are also going to go, oh yeah, we'll just put the US title on him like it's magic. So if anything, I actually think Randy Orton retains. It seems silly to give him the belt last month and just have him lose it again 4 weeks later. And does Bob Roode or Jinder Mahal gain much from winning? I don't think they do. Randy Orton can just RKO the hell out of everybody and then retain onto that gold, and that will give the championship more legitimacy, and also during all of that, the crowd will go ballistic, and that's what WrestleMania is all about. And that sounds alright to me, and as I'm not invested, let's just do that. Or, you know, pull a curveball, throw a curveball out there, give it to Rusev, give it to Rusev. Hope if I say it enough it will happen. Give it to Rusev, give it to Rusev, give it to Rusev, it's Rusev Day. And given that at one point the IC title feud was literally following exactly what the US title feud was doing, let's talk about The Miz versus Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. Firstly, yeah, this should be amazing because all they've got to do is do exactly what Finn Balor and Seth Rollins did on Raw recently and just work The Miz in somehow, and you're going to have an amazing match. And I tell you how I know that, because I saw what they did and they had an amazing match. And I also think now is the right time to put a belt around Finn Balor's waist, so why not do it at WrestleMania 34? The Miz can lose, he's a dastardly heel, so it doesn't matter, and Rollins beat Balor on Raw so he can get his win back. Ultimately, I don't mind too much, to be honest. I think The Miz is good as the Intercontinental Champion. If Rollins wins, awesome. Rollins wins, but the best thing about this is you can actually do this rematch at Backlash a few weeks later. If Balor does win, he does it under controversial circumstances or something, so Rollins and The Miz is mad, just do it again. I think that'll be alright. So yeah, Finn Balor is my prediction up in this prediction house. Miller's prediction house or something less crap. And now we're going to talk about Nia Jax taking on Alexa Bliss for the Women's Championship on Raw. And I'm so surprised about this because if you had told me beforehand, I'd be really excited to see this. I'd be go, there is no way, but I am. The story's been great, and the best bit is I want to see the good guy, Nia Jax, destroy the bad guy in Alexa Bliss. That's all I want. You can squash her here if you so fancy. It will make me feel good, and I like Nia Jax more. And that is the key here. Nia Jax absolutely has to win, and she has to win the title. We cannot have another WrestleMania 19 situation. That still stings. But because this is a story about the bullied person beating the bully, yeah, let her win in a minute, let her win in 2 minutes, let her win in 30 seconds. All it's going to make everyone do is go, yeah, Nia Jax, you got your revenge, we're really pleased. And if you want to have Carmella come in and cash in the Money in the Bank, why not do that? She can steal that title away from Nia Jax. And I tell you, that's going to make me like Nia Jax even more. And look at that, you've just set up a brand new program going into Raw, and you've done a switch, like a draft from nowhere in WrestleMania. There's loads of things going on. So there's loads of options here, and this definitely is my pre-surprise Mania package. I never thought I'd be into this, I really am. When I hear Nia Jax's music hit, I'm going to be like, come on, kill her, Nia. Not literally, just beat her up a lot in a pro wrestling way. And I'm excited for Asuka versus Charlotte because if they're given enough time and they're both on their game, this could actually be the best singles women's match we've ever seen at WrestleMania, because look at the talent involved. I think Asuka has to win here because it's not the time to beat her streak, and also Charlotte has lost loads of times before, so if she loses again, people are just going to struggle. We're like, okay, she lost again. I mean, she lost to Natty 2 weeks ago, and again, if the match is of the quality we expect, ain't no one going to care even more. And my gut tells me the reason we've been teasing all the Money in the Bank stuff recently on SmackDown is because actually it's going to happen over on Raw, so we can go, oh, you got us, WWE. We're surprised. And also, I don't want any shenanigans in my Asuka versus Charlotte match. They're two really good wrestlers. I just want a really good wrestling match. You don't muck around with potential, especially because down the line, maybe at WrestleMania 35, you can have undefeated streak versus undefeated streak, or Ronda Rousey versus Asuka. We'd all want that, really. Which brings us to the Bar versus Braun Strowman and a mystery tag team partner for the tag team titles. This is so weird, I don't even know where to start. And to be honest, it all depends on who Strowman's partner is. Because if it's someone's rubbish, everyone, including me in the crowd, is going to go, oh, and that's it. The win's going to be taken out of your sails. I really didn't like all that Brain Strowman stuff on Raw, and I know you're all mad at me because it was really funny. I don't know, I just felt that was too much of a tease. I want to know who it was, because now I'm going into this match, I'm like, what is that noise? Like an old man that can't get out of his seat. I don't think in any scenario WWE is going to have Braun Strowman lose. What I imagine happens is this. Braun Strowman and his mystery partner win, then they can feud down the line because Braun Strowman needs to be kept at the Universal title picture for a while, but eventually he's moved back into that. There's another reason why his damn partner's got to be good. So could it be Bray Wyatt? That'd be alright as long as Bray comes back with a different feel. Maybe the Big Show. Don't mean you're horrible, but that would suck. Or Repo Man. Go with that one. WWE, go with Repo Man. But the point is, this has to be a big name, otherwise this match is over before it even begins. But yes, I go with Braun Strowman and a mystery partner to win the Raw Tag Team titles. But I am pumped for the SmackDown Tag Team title match because we know the Usos and the New Day can go because they've done it so many times, and putting the Bludgeon Brothers in there is just good because Harper and Rowan are good. That's simple maths. Good times good equals good. And this is surely where the Bludgeon Brothers do win the titles, because think of the story you can tell coming out of this. You can have this whole narrative where the Usos and the New Day have to keep coming together because they can't beat these two. These two are still strong. How on earth are we going to beat these two behemoths? And during all that, just have the bros continue to dominate over and over again. Maybe you can even have them dominate here at WrestleMania 34 and win the titles easily. I think that'd be really cool, and it would be different. And I tell you, on a show like this, we need cool and different because again, it's going to go on forever. And it also feels like the right time for Jimmy and Jay to lose the titles without it being a mistake. They've had it for a while. They've proven they're a great tag team. This is the best they've ever been. It's just time, man. It's just time. So in many ways, you could actually use Mania as a launching pad, which is odd because you're meant to use the pay-per-view to sort of culminate feuds. But so what? Live on the edge, WWE. WWE is 2018 and everything's crazy. Or in short, do what's best for business, and what is best for business is having the Bludgeon Brothers win. For me, because I love them, they're weird and stupid. I love weird and stupid. And now we get to the most interesting match of the evening, or at least the one that has the most question marks over the top. And of course, I am talking about Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey going against Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. Now I'm confident the outcome is going to be Ronda Rousey making Stephanie McMahon tap out to the armbar. There's loads of directions we could go in here. Maybe Ronda Rousey actually gets Triple H to tap out with the armbar. But basically, the bottom line and the definite answer is Ronda Rousey making someone tap out with an armbar. What about the match itself? Did the game and Kurt Angle take on most of it to try and protect Ronda? Or are WWE so confident in the former UFC star, they just throw her in there and, do what you can do? The problem with Stephanie McMahon, nothing against Stephanie McMahon, but she's not the best wrestler in the world, and Ronda's new, so that just may be a bad mix. It is huge though, and I do want to see how good of a wrestler Ronda Rousey is. And given how high she jumped for that back suplex on Raw, when Steph, smashed her through a table, I'm quite confident, to be honest. And it's not like she's a bad athlete now, is it? But yeah, I cannot see anything else but a Kurt Angle Ronda Rousey win. And of course, it's Ronda that picks up the victory, and that's good. You hired her, she's a star, you're paying her loads of money, push her to the moon. And it's super exciting match number 2 because yes, at WrestleMania 34, we are getting the return of Daniel Bryan as he teams up with Shane McMahon. They're going against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I can't wait for this because the crowd's going to go nuts, and I love it when a crowd goes nuts. However, you do kind of have to presume that McMahon and Bryan are going to lose. I mean, I don't think that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to be fired forever, unless WWE has a plan to just move them back over to Raw, which I do not think is a good idea. And Daniel Bryan technically has to lose in his first match back. Not ideal. But never forget the past, my friends. Never forget the build to WrestleMania 30 before it got good. And the leopard never changes its spots. And to be honest, I don't really care because we get to see Daniel Bryan wrestle again. And that's a hell of a lot better than him never wrestling again. And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are great. And they can pin Shane McMahon. No one cares about that. Maybe Shane even goes heel, even though that'd be absolutely illogical. But I don't know what the plan is here. I mean, don't do that. That'd be awful. You'd really just, you'd hit me right here in my stomach to be like, what? That's dumb. But look at WWE at the moment. I mean, Mickie James is a bad guy just because she's friends with Alexa Bliss. Wasn't friends with her before, now she's just a horrible person. So it could happen, but not the point. I will go with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but secretly I want Daniel Bryan to win. I just want Daniel Bryan to win life. I wanted to win life, but yes, I'm going Owens and Zayn. And technically now, we should talk about John Cena versus The Undertaker, but really, that match don't exist. Now I'm 99% sure that it is going to happen, but it may not happen. Maybe that 1% is actually what we should be looking at, because again, as I talked to you, not official. I do love this build though, as it's so different. The match is going to be so crazy because it's basically going to be announced and happen at WrestleMania. It's like that time Sega, they announced the Saturn and then they said, hey, it's out now. It was the worst idea ever and basically killed Sega. But this is wrestling and not video games. And it will really break the pacing up as well. And I think on these longer shows, that's what you need. I don't want match, promo, match, promo. I want something different. And as soon as I know it's time for John Cena, I'm like, what's going to happen? Where are we going to go? Are we going to see The Undertaker? We will. And I'm really worried it's going to be that damn American badass. But what can I do? But I still think that will take away from the moment. I'm just a dead man guy. That's who I am. I was brought up on the dead man, therefore I want the dead man, not some guy revving his engine. But either way, seeing two icons go at it at an iconic event is what WrestleMania is all about. And as I've said before on WhatCulture Wrestling, I hope The Undertaker wins. John Cena can lose. Don't matter if John Cena loses these days. And if you do want to keep some semblance of the streak and its power alive, you can't have The Undertaker lose a third time at WrestleMania. And then of course, it's AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura at fucking WrestleMania 34. If I had said that to you back in 2012, this is what we're going to get for the WWE title, you would have stabbed me in the face. You'd be like, this guy's clearly crazy and he's going to do crazy things. We got to stop the crazy man. But it's happening. It's actually happening and it's happening soon. I would put everything that I own on the fact this will probably be the best match of the night because I cannot believe anything other than the fact Styles and Nakamura want to go out there and prove that they are two of the best wrestlers the world has ever seen. And yeah, it may not be as strong style as New Japan or anything like that. That sounds like I hate New Japan. I love New Japan. But you get my point, so I think we should all just sit back and enjoy this for what it is. Nakamura surely has to win the title here to finally cement his place within the WWE. And AJ Styles has held the title for ages, so we don't need to worry about that. And hey, no one's going to lose here because the match is going to be so good and the feud can go on for ages. So Styles can just chase Nakamura for his damn belt. And when this happens, make sure to sit back and smile and just enjoy it because you know Nakamura is going to be holding that WWE title above his head with a smile on his face. Styles will probably also have a little smile on his face as he sits or lays on the outside of the ring thinking, I just absolutely smashed it. I can't wait for this. Nakamura wins. And it's the main event, which is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Not much to say, really. You know what's going to happen. Brock Lesnar's going to hit the F5. Roman Reigns is going to kick out the F5. The commentator's going to go crazy. I can't believe it. He kicked out the F5. No one could do that. Not Braun Strowman. Not Samoa Joe. And then we see a spear. Roman Reigns become Universal Champion. That's almost definitely, well, 100% going to happen. Is there another outcome? Maybe. But given they've told this story for a damn year, I really hope the WWE just puts this to bed now and fine. Whatever. Let Roman Reigns do his thing. Let Brock Lesnar zoom off to the UFC. And we can just see what happens. I'm alright with it because the card is damn good. Roman Reigns wins. And that's it. That's my WrestleMania 34 predictions. And I'm very, very excited about the Showcase of the Immortals this year because I think, as I've mentioned, it looks damn good. I'm pumped, I'm ready, I'm woke, I'm highlighted to the max. That's not a saying, but I've said it anyway. You enjoy it, I'll enjoy it, and let me know in the damn comments below if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, you think I'm an idiot, you think I'm smart. That's what the comments are for. Like, share, and subscribe. Head over to WhatCulture.com, read yourself some articles, go over there, follow WhatCulture on Twitter, WhatCulture WWE. My name is Simon from WhatCulture. Have yourself a damn good WrestleMania.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe below, and if you're looking for more content like this, then try a few things that are floating about around my ears. It might be fun. I can't promise it though, but it might be.